I'm still trying to wrap my head around what just unfolded at Daytona. There are losses in racing that sting. And then there are moments that hit you like a punch straight to the chest, leaving you frozen, staring at the screen. This year's Daytona 500 delivered exactly that kind of gut-wrenching, unforgettable moment. The kind that reminds you why we fall in love with this sport and why it can tear your heart out just as easily. When you're leading the most legendary race in history with only one lap remaining, immortality feels within your grasp. And then, in the blink of an eye, it vanishes. That's Daytona. That's its magic and its cruelty wrapped into one. It doesn't care about your story, your struggles, or how flawlessly you've driven all day. One misstep, one tiny misfortune, and it can flip everything upside down in a heartbeat. But before we break it all down, if your heart was racing along with mine, smash that like button. Subscribe to Boomdogo. We're a fresh channel chasing our first 5,000 subscribers. And we're building this community with fans who genuinely care about racing. Let's dive into what actually happened at Daytona, February 15th, 2026, Daytona International Speedway. This wasn't just another Daytona 500. This was the story of a young driver coming within 2.5 miles of rewriting his career. Carson Hocevar, 23 years old, from Portage, Michigan, entered this season as the 2024 Rookie of the Year. He's behind the wheel of the number 77 Spectrum Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. He's not a household name yet. 2025 had already hinted at his rise. 2 top 5s, 9 top 10s, and a career-best second-place finish at Atlanta. But this weekend at Daytona, he didn't just show up for Sunday. He pulled triple duty, running the Truck Series, the Xfinity Series, and the Cup Series. And the Cup Series, the only driver attempting all three during speed weeks. Friday night in the Truck Series, a nightmare unfolds. He wins Stage 1, banks crucial points, looks in control, a coup. Then disaster strikes. By the time Sunday rolls around, you're rooting for him, thinking, this kid deserves a break. The Daytona 500 itself is pure pandemonium. 25 different leaders, 65 lead changes a record for this race. Lap 124. Absolute mayhem. A 20-car pileup erupts in the trioval after contact between Justin Allgaier and Denny Hamlin. And somehow, Hocevar threads the needle. Sometimes patience at Daytona is the difference between finishing and annihilation. White flag waves. Just 2.5 miles separate him from his first Cup Series win, from Daytona 500 immortality. And here's the gut punch. He's been wrestling with radio issues all day. He doesn't even realize the white flag is out. In seconds, he's hooked into the outside wall, spins, slams into the fence, and the mayhem explodes behind him. Through all the chaos, smoke, and debris, Tyler Reddick, in the 45 Toyota, slips through clean. Carson Hocevar, 18th. From leading at the white flag to 18th, you can hear it in his voice, composed but heartbroken. He proved he can control a superspeedway race. He can execute under pressure. The win didn't come, but the statement. Deafening. Was that just hard racing? A lane choice misstep? Or simply Daytona chaos? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this Daytona 500 proved anything, it's that in NASCAR, glory and heartbreak are separated by mere inches.